Hello, welcome to the Tutors of Life podcast, episode 64. This is your host, Shaun Tutor.
And this is Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, Shaun.
Mimi looks very comfortable today.
She's very cozy.
How'd yesterday go for you?
Yesterday was phenomenal.
Tell me more.
Shaun and I made it a goal to clean our office and kind of tie up a lot of loose ends.
Yep. And a part of cleaning up the office was doing our paperwork we had out, entering receipts, finishing budgets for jobs, things like that. So invoices. Cleaned up a lot of paperwork. We were cleaning up paperwork from 2019.
Yeah, we've just had like stacks that we've just moved with the furniture. Mm-hmm. So like we had like 3 or 4 stacks on our bookcase. There was just a lot of shit everywhere, and we finally cleaned it all up.
Weightlifting programs from 2015 we threw away. And you know what's crazy? We didn't go through that stuff during our minimalist trend.
Yeah, I'm really shocked by that. And like, think how many times we've moved with those papers.
Oh, well, a lot since 2015.
At least 3 times?
Well, from 2nd Street.
Oh, to First.
To First to Corona to Robin. 4 times, 4 moves.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Mimi's really upset because I took her ball.
She just wants to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was so nice to clean the office. We were productive, and we should do that. Well, no, let's see here. We should never let it get to that level ever again.
Yeah. It's so weird because we were like, Shaun and I both were just in the flow state and just were going. Mm-hmm. And it was so nice because my brain works a little faster than Shaun, just in general. Mm-hmm. No offense, Shaun.
Thanks.
But so I would just literally clean up and organize everything in like anything that I didn't know what Shaun wanted with. Then I would make him stop what he's doing, come sit with me, and go through it with me. Mm-hmm. Or I'd like wait till he's done with what he was doing, but he was mainly entering a lot of receipts and invoices, so he could stop pretty easily.
Yeah, the thing that sucks is like I had open invoices from back in mid-December, which, thinking about it, that's really not crazy. It's only like a month and a half.
But it would have been nice to have it as income from last year?
Oh, no, that doesn't even matter.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, I didn't enter a lot of this stuff, or I didn't start that invoice until, I should have started it back in mid-December, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I should start an invoice as soon as a project starts to just enter what I've been doing. And so that way I'm not keeping those, like, receipts open and sitting out.
Yeah, because there was some receipts that I filed away because I thought they were done and over with, and they weren't.
Well, I couldn't even imagine, right? Like, I'm sitting here thinking about it. People that take on big year-long projects, holy man, that's got to be gross cleaning that up at the end of the year. Or after a year. Just 6 weeks of a project being open, I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot of stuff.
That makes sense. I feel like a lot of people do it in, like, sections, like when they invoice stuff out.
Oh, they do actually. Yeah, they do like progress, like so.
Yeah.
Up front, 25% complete, 50% complete, 100% complete.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, that would make sense how people could do that. Mm-hmm. So. But
yeah, so it was really good. I mean, I didn't get any really catch-up work done, but we got a lot of organizing done. So like my desk is super clean now. Shaun's is still fucked. Meh. But it's more in organized piles now.
Yes.
And now I'm going to get some organizers from work, so we can kind of
keep that organization trend going.
Yeah. If we didn't need to keep receipts, I would say you should get a receipt spike.
I don't know what... Oh.
Yeah.
No, I would be afraid I'd fall on it and stab myself in the jugular.
That's a valid point.
Yeah, you don't know you could trip.
But But yeah, so it was a really good day yesterday. It's so crazy though when you're like productive and like in the flow state, how quickly time goes by. Like,
jeez, it went by fast.
we got a lot done, but it felt like we should have been able to get more done.
Yes. I couldn't imagine. I'm looking at my desk right now. It'd be really cool if it was clean.
Like mine?
No. Clean. Empty. Nothing on it but my like computer and my mouse. But I don't know. That doesn't seem reasonable.
Oh, because I have my little tinctures.
Yeah, you got a lot of little thingies.
I like a lot of little, not a lot of decor, but I like a little bit. I have my thing. That's a picture of Shaun and I. I got a hippo from Marie. I got my ring dish, some candles, and my little organizer thing that you don't like.
Yeah. Wait, why don't I like that?
I don't know. You got rid of yours.
Yeah, because you got me a new one.
Yeah, I got one that says Tutor on it.
I like that little divider thing. What I really liked about it was I would put stuff in there.
And then forget about it?
And then in a year when I would go through it, I'd be like, oh, hey, I was supposed to do this 11 months ago. Mm-hmm. That's what I really liked about that. I almost wonder if like pulling the cart over and setting the cart next to my desk would help.
You just moved it yesterday.
No,
Oh,
that
the
was
gray
my
cart?
desk. Yeah, I'm saying the cart.
The gray cart or the black cart?
The gray cart.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Whatever. I'll just have a little dirty of a desk. I don't think it really matters.
No. Oh, yeah, because I suppose if we put the divider thing on top of that, it might help you a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So, Shaun, what is our topic today?
Our topic is struggles, right?
Yeah, our struggles?
Our struggles. And how we are overcoming them or are trying to overcome them.
Yes. I like this episode because it shows that we're human and we are not perfect.
Yeah, very much so. I'm far, far, far from being good at anything.
Yeah. So one of, I think, our like main struggles is procrastination.
And that's because I'm great at everything. Anyways, Go ahead, Sam.
And one of the main things that's actually starting today to help us with procrastination is the 12-week year.
Yes. Oh, wait. So what was your first one? Did you say it?
Procrastination.
I would say mine staying productive because of procrastination.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't know, like, our procrastination is mainly from distractions. We like to do other things besides the task we're supposed to do. So scrolling social media.
Yep.
Mainly scrolling social media. So yesterday when we were working, I didn't have my phone on me at all. And I completely forgot it existed. It was cool.
Yes.
So yeah, for like a solid 6 to 8 hours yesterday, I didn't have my phone on me.
Yes. So there is a book. It's like the 6-second rule or something. Mm-hmm. And it takes your brain 6 seconds to come up with an excuse.
Interesting.
And so if you see something you need to do, like, oh, I need to enter those last receipts, before that 6 seconds goes by, you have to get up and go do it.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Do you know how badly, like, there's, like, oh, no, I cleaned it all up. I was like, oh, man, there's some stuff on the stairs I want to take care of. I cleaned it up yesterday. Mm-hmm. That's so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, Shaun. Okay.
Shut up.
Yeah, I think, honestly, if we didn't have, like, our social media accounts, I think we would be so productive. Or do you think we'd find something else to distract us?
I don't know if it's just social media. I'm trying to think here.
I mean, what else do you do on your phone? Emails,
Robinhood.
Oh, see, and I don't get distracted by those.
What I have thought about as an option, but I don't know the validity behind it and shit, is, you know how you can get like your second line, or you can like get a tablet added to your phone plan, and it has like your tablet then has service.
Yeah.
I've thought about like having a tablet and then like a phone, a very basic phone.
Oh, so then you can only do those things when you're on your tablet. So like when you're working construction, you only have text and call capabilities?
Correct.
That's smart.
Yep. It would be weird because I'd be doing my Snapchatting with a fucking tablet.
Just like little kids.
I would definitely let my snap streaks die if I did that.
Does that mean I get to threaten to break up with you?
I'd go for gold, Sam. I would love it.
Have we told that story?
I don't know.
Okay.
Go for it.
What, a year and a half into us dating?
Yeah.
Shaun and I had the snap streak of like 360 some days. It was just under a year, I think.
It was like 350 something, just under a year.
Yeah. And we went out drinking. I got really hungover, and we went up to Ashland the next day, and Shaun was just like, make sure you snap me so our snap streak doesn't die. Otherwise, I'm going to be super pissed. And I was so hungover, I didn't snap him, and we lost the streak. And Shaun almost broke up with me.
I thought about it, but that wasn't the only reason. But there was also, like, out of spite, I was like, hey, you're on your phone, just send me a picture so our snap streak doesn't end. And you're like, I'll do it when I fucking want, I'm not going to forget. And I'm like, alright, whatever. F me. Sounds good. Then you didn't do it. So then I laid into you. But hold on. Let's lay out a little preface of why Shaun was so upset. Hey, Sam. You know that you've known for weeks now we're going up to Ashland. Yes, Shaun, but I want to go to the drag show. Okay, that's fine. After the drag show's done at midnight, we should get an Uber home then. Okay, yep, we can do that. So we're out. Drag show ends at midnight. I said, hey babe, you should really start drinking some water. You're really wasted. I want to go downtown and keep drinking.
No, we went home.
No, we did not.
Yes, we did.
No, we did not.
Yes, we did.
Okay, whatever. So I'm like, this isn't a good idea because I remember we walked down from there across the bridge towards downtown. Oh, wait, we lived down there.
We lived down there. We walked
so we're
home.
Just walking home. So you got that wasted up until midnight?
Remember, it was like Adam or Lauren's birthday. So we were shotgunning beers with them. Well, I was shotgunning beers with them.
You were. When I said, be careful because we have a 3-hour ride in the morning and we're leaving at 5:30 a.m.
And that was the Pride Fest volleyball tournament too.
Yeah.
So we were drinking all day.
You were drinking all day. I was being smart.
Yeah.
So we had, because we had...
But you had lots of fun at the drag show. Do not say...
No, hey, what did it... I never said I didn't have fun. I never said there was an issue with us staying out till midnight. The issue was, hey, Sam, don't get so wasted that this thing that's planned in Ashland that's been planned for weeks, you've known about for weeks, don't get so wasted that we can't travel. So someone gets so wasted, I wake up at 5:30, she's angry, throwing up, and mad. I say, hey, maybe you should have listened to me, like, all day yesterday and all night yesterday, and then she was just a Debbie Downer all day long.
So one of my struggles when Shaun and I started dating was I drank way too much, and I never knew when to stop.
You did not know how to listen to me.
Oh yeah, whatever. So that's definitely one struggle that I got out of, mainly because of Shaun, which was really good.
I would say probably 95% because of me.
Yeah. And it was just kind of part of also like growing up. Like, I don't know, I was acting like a early 20-year-old when I was a mid 20-year-old. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely one of my struggles that I, thankfully Shaun helped me get over.
Yes. I was the solution.
You were. Shaun's never been a partier.
No, I have been very responsible.
When you're supposed to.
When I'm supposed to.
Mm-hmm. He does fall into some bad influences every once in a while.
Every time Sam Jacobs comes to town.
That's why I'm really worried about doing the Hoover Dam on Monday.
Why?
Because the tour would leave at like 12:30. Would you be recovered by 12:30?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll probably be good to go by like 8 a.m.
Okay.
I'm probably only going to be out till 2, 3 a.m.
Yeah, and then you're going to get... Oh, I suppose it's an hour drive. You can just sleep on the whole drive out to the Hoover Dam.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'd be recovered.
We should plan that. Anyways. So that was probably my biggest struggle. Was just kind of growing up when we started dating.
Yes.
I was at a dead-end job, working in the mall. And yeah, Shaun helped me grow up and get out of it, which is good. Mm-hmm. And now my biggest struggle is procrastination.
I would say my biggest struggle is also procrastination. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So anyways, this is going to tie right into our struggle, okay? Mm-hmm. Willpower is not about being mentally strong enough to not do something. It's about, in times of strength, removing the things that tempt you in your times of weakness. Did that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, so like when we're up in the office, like obviously we don't want to do office work a lot of times.
Yes.
So that's why we go on our phones and do something else, because we don't really, I mean, we need to do it. We obviously just don't have a full passion for it. Mm-hmm. So that's why when we're in the office now, a lot of times we'll leave our phones downstairs.
Yep.
Because it is when we're at our weakest mental point.
Right. Well, and that's exactly the same as, like, for me, my weakest mental point is about 7:30 to 8 p.m.
Oh, yeah. Shaun is awful. Awful.
Getting me to do anything at 7:30 to 8 p.m. is near impossible.
It is. Yesterday, we were supposed to come up to the office and plan our weeks out. What do we do instead?
Watch 007.
Yes. Yep.
I have this thing.
You regret nothing.
Oh, fuck no. I've been that way for so long. Once that time hits, I am near useless. And
I started getting you out of it when we started dating.
Oh, yes. I used to go fucking train and lift at like 9 at night when we first started dating.
Yeah, because that's when I got done with work, and he was so kind and would wait for me. So yeah, I started getting you out of that. But then once I stopped working at the mall, we've gone back to Shaun being useless after 7 p.m.
Well, and we have little Ham.
Yeah, she just likes to nap in
the afternoons. She likes to hang out and cuddle.
Literally last night, she laid in my lap for 3 hours and did not move. She slept.
Yep, the whole time.
We even got up, still kept sleeping.
Yep. So, where I'm going with this is, in order for me to get over that in times of weakness, we would need to set something up where the couch is not my option.
How?
I don't know the answer to that.
I think it's just, I have to be our willpower and make you come upstairs. Just like not even give you the option.
Right.
I honestly think that's our only way. Because I'm fine to work late at night.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Because even like last night, I should have just been like, hey, let's go upstairs, plan out our week, and then we can watch a movie. Like, that's our reward for finishing our tasks. I just read something in the Habits book. It was something about how... Oh, I can't even remember. But you're supposed to... It's the same thing like we always say. You have to associate positive feelings towards a habit instead of negative feelings. So maybe now we need to start thinking of us working in the afternoon as a positive thing, because then we can, I don't know. We have to think of something to make it more positive.
For what?
For us to work in the afternoons. I mean, we could say, like, if we work in the afternoons, then we have the weekends to hang out with Mimi. Because if you think, if we worked on more afternoons, we'd be able to hang out with Mimi more on the weekends. Because right now, our weekends have just been catch-up work.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's just when you're working and doing shit from, like, 5:30 to 6 a.m. until, like, 8 p.m. is so fucking tiring. Or 8, 9 p.m. We did that for a couple weeks straight. Whereas, like, 15-hour days. And I was like, I'm so sick of this. I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
I want to relax.
Which we've started throwing in more relaxing days now.
Yeah.
We make sure we don't work Monday through Friday afternoons. We will usually give ourselves a break 1 or 2 nights. This week was bad. I think we only worked Wednesday night. Because I had bowling. You had class on Tuesday.
Class on Tuesdays and Thursday.
Yeah.
Or I had class Wednesday. And
Oh,
Thursday
yeah, you
this
did
week.
have class Wednesday this week. What did we do Tuesday?
I think Tuesday's the day we worked.
It was Mimi's birthday.
Oh, it was Mimi's birthday, so we just hung out with you.
We hung out with him.
That only happens once a year, so we let that happen.
Yep. Yeah, we def watched. Oh, because that's when we finished Lucifer.
Yeah, we were just like, well, Mimi likes snuggles, so we'll snuggle with her.
No, you
stay here.
going?
That's enough. Okay, so let's hop into this thing and let's get it cranking. So, number 1 for us is procrastination / staying productive. So, in order for us to get over that, right, we are setting up our 12-week year with...
We didn't set it up. Well, it's already set up. Past tense, not current tense.
Okay. So we have our 12-week year already set up.
That was so hard to get out. Oh my goodness.
Gosh. So we have our 12-week year set up, and now we just need to set out our weekly tasks.
Or daily tasks.
Yeah, we need to set out our daily tasks. Thank you. So we need to set out our daily tasks with due dates, and so that we will have written out in our like weekly recap if we reached everything.
Yeah, we have a sheet for every week, and we have to put our tasks down, and then we score them, and then at the end of the week we add up all the things and score ourselves for the week.
So then the next thing from there would be like, so we need to set our schedule, right? So I always set part of my schedule, but I never set a full schedule. Okay.
Yeah, it's always so hard with how like we are, because there's so many times where we'll decide to go get dinner with someone, or so we always do like a partial schedule and then try and fill it in the night before more. That's just one thing we just have to do, because so many random things pop up. Like, it's hard for Shaun to plan construction projects because sometimes contractors don't come when they're supposed to.
Or I gotta look at a house or something.
Right, just things pop up. So yeah, we do kind of a rough outline and then we fill it in as we go along. And it's really nice because Shaun and I got these new planners. I love it.
The problem with that rough outline is that I fuck off. Like, if I don't have something exactly planned, I'll be like, oh, well, I just won't get into something else because I only got an hour or two. When if I had a more strict plan, then I could be like, oh, well, I finished this at this, and I have 1 hour I need to work on this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but then that's why we work on it the night before. Or are you saying, like, during that time?
We don't fill it out the night before 80% of the time. I
I've
barely
been.
ever fill out my, like...
Oh, you don't fill in your schedule the night before? Oh, I have been.
No.
Oh, yeah, I've definitely have been. So that's something that you need to change. Is you need, like, starting this week, you need to do that. So that's a struggle Shaun needs to overcome.
But I know there's no way I'm going to do it every night.
You read your book every night.
Yeah, but
Why don't you just do that before you read your book?
Because I don't like sitting in bed and writing. That's gross. It's not something I'm interested in. Bed is for sleeping.
It doesn't take that long.
Bed's for sleeping.
Okay, then before you even go to bed, write out your day tomorrow or the next day. Or as soon as you get home from work, plan your next day. There are so many times that you're just scrolling on your phone for 5 minutes that instead you could be planning out your next day.
For 15 minutes. I'm always on that cocksucker.
Yeah, you are. And
I hate that fucking thing.
It would take you 5 minutes to plan your following day.
Yeah. I hate my goddamn phone, dude.
There you go. So there's one struggle that Shaun needs to overcome. But Sort of Little Planners, it gives us, we have daily priorities, daily tasks, a to-do list, a schedule, and then at the end it asks us our productivity for the day. So it's really nice because then we can like go back and see like how productive we've been, why we didn't get tasks done that we were supposed to, and you like put why or how can you improve or whatever. I think almost every single day mine is be on my phone list.
Does it ever work? Besides yesterday?
I would say a couple days last week, yes. The thing, like, my issue is like you said, if I really need to carry my planner around with me more because I forget what tasks I need to do. Because if I have a list of tasks I need to do, then I'll just go boom, 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 boom. Like, I can go through it. Once I start working, if I don't have my phone near me, like, I will just work. But if I don't have it, like, written out of everything I need to do, then I'm just like, oh, like, what's going on my phone? So, like, this morning, we went and ate breakfast and then hung out with Quinn. And when I'm not, like, actively focused on something, then I'm like, oh, I'll just go on my phone. And I think I kept doing that. There was one day I kept doing it. I kept going on my phone, and I was just like, why am I even on this? Like, I was just scrolling through my apps, and I was just like...
stupid, dude. I hate phones.
Yep.
Phones are the worst, dude. Technology is such a phenomenal tool when used properly, and the majority of the population does not utilize it properly.
Oh, hell no.
I'm really figuring out what our number one downfall is, Sam.
Our phones.
Our phones.
Yep.
Because, okay, so... I need to start setting my schedule the night before. So I write out my schedule for the week, a rough draft of my schedule for the week on Sundays. So then I need to write it out the night before for a more in-depth. And then these two things, my next two things, sticking to my habits and doing my office work. So, in order to stick to my habits and do my office work, I have to put them in my schedule, and it has to be, like, non-negotiable.
Correct.
And that is difficult.
I like, in all honesty, when we get home from work, because, like, we just kind of right now, like, just screw around the house.
Yeah.
So I think of, like, when we get home from work, we put our dishes away, and we just instantly come up to the office.
Or take Hamill for a W.
We could take Ham for a W quick, and then just come home. Or, yeah, get home from that, come upstairs, and just work. Because if we don't have our phones on us, it take us, what, an hour a day? Besides when we have the podcast?
Right. Well, and even then, right, so if we could do that and time block out the night before what we do, we could come home, and if we have our, like, schedule and time block, we could even be like, yeah, we can do social media or do whatever for 30 minutes. But
it should be after work, though.
Yeah, but that's fine. But no, it shouldn't. Because if it is, then we'll be like, well, it's after work, we have our stuff done, we can sit on this longer.
Oh, I would be so much more ADHD, though, like, while I'm working if I do my phone before.
That's true, but then how are you not going to stay on that thing later on?
So we need to figure out some kind of reward for getting off of it in our time frame.
What could a reward be?
Building Lego?
Sex. Yes. I agree.
That's definitely what it sounded like you said.
I think that's a really good idea.
Oh my goodness. Loving on Hamo? Hanging out with him?
Yeah, that's an option too. You're a pretty good girl.
You just blurted that out.
No, I thought you said that.
Yeah, definitely.
That would be a reward for me.
Those are 3 different rewards we got there.
Mm-hmm. We could do
Reading our
mine
books?
every day.
What?
We could do mine. Well, what you said we could do every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reading. Yeah.
Reading.
Yep.
Wait, you just keep hearing grandma cough, don't you?
I think what I'm hearing here is the phone is is our issue. Mm-hmm. Phone's the majority of the issue.
Oh, yeah.
So this is what I always wonder, okay? Say I was to not have my numero uno distraction on me, and I went down to a simpler style phone. Mm-hmm. Okay. What do I do when I need to find somewhere to go? When I need to drive somewhere? What do I do about maps?
Get an old school GPS system.
Do those work good?
I think so.
I should have kept my truck that had the GPS system.
Yeah. You know, Shaun,
I shouldn't have just said that. I shouldn't have just said that.
Keep hearing that. You should have kept that truck.
I shouldn't have just said that. Mm-hmm. We'll actually come full circle to that in a minute. So I have to get some sort of old school GPS system.
So do you think if we're on our phone less, like our ADHD will go down?
That is legitimately proven.
Yeah.
It is actually proven. Yeah.
Interesting.
And so we'd be able to focus more.
Yeah.
And monotask better.
Yep.
Okay, so the next thing, babe. Well, then you won't be on your phone driving because you would have no reason to be on your phone while driving.
Correct.
Okay, next thing. What? Do they have, like, flip phones still with 4G? Or, like, really simple phones?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. What do I do for when I need to record shit or take pictures of stuff?
GoPro.
A newer GoPro? Because mine's shit.
Yeah, remember I have one at work I'm going to buy.
Okay.
The 9, I think it's one, they just came out the 10.
How long do those batteries last? Yeah.
I think that battery's bigger than the Hero 5 or whatever we had.
Well, I hope so, because that one lasted for about 15 minutes on record.
Oh, that one might have been a bad battery, though, too.
Oh.
But we can get multiple batteries.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's get one of those.
Okay.
Do you have any GPSs at work?
Possibly.
Okay, cool. Okay, so then we get the GPS. Then we would need to get some sort of tablet, right?
Oh, like with actual service?
Yeah.
Isn't there like a hotspot thing? Like it's just like I thought it was like, it looks like a small hotspot, and then you can just connect laptops and stuff to it. I think.
I like the tablet option for one main reason.
What's that?
When I walk through a property with a prospective seller.
Oh, then you can like do what
Jason Lund was talking about. So there's and you can it's on Bigger Pockets too. But so you walk, it's a rehab calculator. So you walk through with the seller and it's just, hey, do the floors look like they need done? Yes. Okay, so here's on the rehab calculator, floor coverings, okay. How many square feet do we have? $1,200. Boom, $1,200. What is the average cost in the area? Oh, the average cost in Wisconsin is $4 a square. Boom, that's going to be $4,800 for that. Moving on. Every window we have, okay, window with install for this, for the normal size is $600. Boom. And you can just put in all that stuff, and you can show the prospective seller right there, like, hey, I'm not jerking your chain. Your property needs $28,000 in rehab. Here it is. You see it. I need to make a little profit. We're not going to have realtor fees, so this is what I can pay you.
Yep.
And so that I have been wanting to do, and that's why I want a tablet, because if I did that on my laptop, I'd look like a doofus, and laptops are big and bulky to do that.
Yeah, that's
because I have like the 15.6 or whatever.
15.9.
15.9. It's a big laptop.
Yeah.
It's a desktop version.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you can get those little Samsung ones that are about three sizes of a phone.
Yeah.
Three phones or whatever.
Yeah, it's not a bad option.
This isn't an idea, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
So
Shaun's gonna be one of those tourists now, carrying around like a camera on his wrist.
Hold on. This then is what my next question was going to be, right? So say I get a tablet like that, which I kind of wanted one anyways for work, and then I got a shittier phone that I have like no apps on. Okay. What do I do when we go on vacation?
Do I have to be the one with mental strength and have the nice phone with apps?
I mean, not necessarily, right? Not necessarily. I'm just saying, like, if we went places. So, are you interested in having a shittier phone?
I want to see what my mental strength could be.
And how has that worked out for you so far?
I don't know, not bad.
Okay.
Like, I think I could do it.
Okay, so then we just solve the problems. You have a good phone, or you have a nice phone.
Yeah. Because you have to think too, like, we are gonna want to post on Instagram and stuff like that, and that's gonna be way easier on a phone than on your tablet.
Oh, I agree, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Can you post on Instagram on a tablet? I know you can on a laptop.
I think you can on a tablet. Because tablets have apps still, so yeah.
That's true.
I would assume so.
I just don't understand why you can't do it on a laptop.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
It's the stupidest thing in the world to me. So you don't think you could be mentally tough enough to not have a smartphone? Or to have a smartphone? Whatever. You know what I'm saying.
I could have my smartphone. I could delete every single app. I would have to have 0 apps on it.
And then you would think, what's the point of me having this?
Well, I would still have to get a tablet.
Oh, yeah.
Because I cannot, that's my biggest issue. If I have an app, I'm going on the app. I can't have an app.
So you're not mentally tough enough to do it?
I'm not even act like I am. Absolutely not.
Do you think you would be if we did 75 hard?
No.
Wow.
No. I'm not going to fool myself.
You just obviously don't want it enough.
No, I know. I'm not strong enough to not be on my phone. I already know it. I don't even care. It's such a fucking distraction for me. If you have an app, you click on the app.
I'm so disappointed in you.
I don't even care. I'll admit it. I suck at not being on my phone.
I wonder, like, when, like, if we're traveling more or, like, when we have kids, if it's going to be easier to not go on them. Right, because we're going to be so distracted with them.
Oh, no, dude. I've watched some really shitty parents sit on their phones the whole damn time. Kids running around being crazy.
Okay, well, when we go visit Quinn, how often do you go on your phone?
If I leave it in the truck, never.
Okay, I'm going to keep working on them, guys. Okay, what other struggles do we have besides just our phones?
Always wanting a new vehicle.
So why is that? Why do you always want a new vehicle, Shaun?
I've always kind of asked myself that. And so I think what it comes down to is I like change.
You don't just like change, you love change.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I think that's the only thing I can truthfully come up with, because it's not just like I will want a different vehicle without even like seeing that vehicle. Does that make sense? Like a lot of the times people will see somebody driving a car and be like, oh man, I want that car. Mm-hmm. And that's not really as much of the case for me as like I will be thinking about it in like self-manifestation, and I'll be like, yeah, a different vehicle would be cool. Oh yeah, I would kind of drive with like driving that. And it's never like, it's not always an upgrade. It's, I would say, a 50-50 split of downgrade or upgrade.
Yeah.
I'll get a nice vehicle and I'll be like, golly, man, I sure miss hot rodding on a shit box. Boom. I get that. And then I'm like, man, I miss my nice vehicle. Shit box again. Boom. I've talked about that in the podcast.
Yeah. And it's not even just with cars. It's how Shaun is with everything.
Literally everything.
Even sometimes me.
Mm-hmm. I can get a new model, or I could downgrade.
No, that's one thing I changed in
Switch models.
I changed that in him.
Yeah.
He's stuck with me now.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with our house. Like Shaun, he'll find a fault in every single thing that he has. So he wants to get just something completely different so he doesn't have to deal with that one fault.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. Yeah, and I'll take things with more faults.
Yeah. But then once those faults start festering too much, then you'll want something different. So, like, this house isn't obviously our dream house. It was just a fixer-upper house that we got so we could get into anything, really. Mm-hmm. And even if we would have done everything we would have wanted, Shaun, you still would want to move out.
1000%.
So it sucks because I know for a fact, even if we get like the dream house,
that's why I do not want a dream house.
There's still going to be something wrong with it, and Shaun's going to want to sell it and get something different.
That's why I do not want a dream house.
Correct.
Because I already know myself.
Yep. So he does it with everything.
Everything.
Even his job trailer wasn't good enough.
Do I change backpacks like every 6 months?
Yes.
I'll be like, man, if this backpack was cool, but I need a different backpack, and I'll just grab a different backpack. And they're all like still my backpacks.
He still has all of them.
I've got like 3 different backpacks and like a briefcase. And I'll just like switch out. I'll just be like, it's been 6 months. I'll use this briefcase now. Yeah. It's been 6 months. I'm going to go to a backpack. And I'm just back and forth.
Yep. It's bad.
Wallets.
It's really bad.
I do it with wallets.
The Ridge wallet
Phone cases.
has been your longest wallet.
Yeah, I've been really good with that one.
That one's lasted just over a year. Because I got it for you last Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just... it's got to be a personality trait in you. Because that's just not... We'll never fix that. Or change it. Like, you just love change, and you always will love change. So that's, like, a reason why Shaun and I really want to get into Airbnbs and Verbos. Because it does give us the option to change our scenery without having to really buy or sell a place. Mm-hmm. And that's also why, like, Shaun and I like to go travel. Even if it's just to go to Ashland, just to get a different view for, a weekend, Shaun is so much happier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. So I think it just comes down to I like change. Because it's not just vehicles. It's houses.
Literally everything. I just said
everything.
that. It's everything.
The only reason that it seems like a big deal is because the things we notice it with are big ticket items.
Yes.
We aren't really paying attention to the fact that I switched from my $30 backpack to my $40 briefcase. Like, that shit just isn't even thought about because it's like, whatever, we already own it. You know?
How many different times you've switched lunch boxes?
Fucking dude, I switch lunch boxes all the time.
Water bottles.
Oh my God.
Diets.
Yeah. But then, see, diet's not really too much. I kind of always have this base of vertical diet because I know that I don't feel like ass on it.
Yeah, but then every once in a while, like, that's why you go out to eat.
For a change?
Yes.
Oh, for sure. This is what I envy. So, that's why I'm always changing what I fucking train. I can never stick to one thing. I envy Sam Jacobs. He's just been powerlifting for like 12 years. And I just envy the shit out of somebody that can just do something for that long.
Because what, you did powerlifting in high school?
Powerlifting in high school until so from 14 to 19 it was powerlifting. Mm-hmm. Then 14 to 18 was powerlifting. 18 to 20 was like a combo of bodybuilding and powerlifting.
And weightlifting.
I added weightlifting, you're right. I added weightlifting at 20. I added at 19. Oh my God.
Yeah, because you stopped just before you and I started dating.
19 to 21 was weightlifting. 21 to 24 was powerlifting again. 24 to 26 was just like health training, like just to stay fit. And then
you threw in some weightlifting in there for a little bit.
I threw in some weightlifting, did a weightlifting meet again. And then I started training MMA. And I also ran a half marathon.
Yeah, Shaun literally, like, we were trying to plan out, like, our schedules. And it just wasn't working because Shaun just wants to do everything.
I snowboard. I just can't.
He can't focus on one thing.
I get so intrigued by so many things that I'm like, well, it's my life. Why can't I do everything? But I can never get really good at anything because I'm trying to do everything.
Correct.
It's awful. And dude, I think about this a lot. Like, if I just bought one house that I liked, I could just stay in it and pay it down and just live in it and not have to worry about moving and doing shit to it, right?
But you can't.
Right, it just, like, my mind's just, like, fucks me up. And then the same thing with a car, right? I've said this to you, I've said this to Ryan and Kyle. I've owned over 35 vehicles personally, not including business vehicles. I've owned 35 vehicles personally in 10 years. Mm-hmm. I added up what I've paid for a rough amount on just title and registration fees. And it's over $20,000. That's just rough. I could have, dude. Easily well over that. Mm-hmm. And also, like, for what I've done for car payments and stuff and all that shit, back when I first started driving in 2011 I started driving. If I would have just bought a car when I was 18, 2013, if I would have just went out and bought a brand new vehicle, listen to how freaking retired I am, guys. If I would have went out and bought a brand new vehicle in 2013, $40,000 vehicle, I could have got a real nice vehicle. $40,000, I would have saved money to where I'm at now. I would have a 8-year-old vehicle that I would have been able to take care and be in good condition, and it probably would still be worth $25,000. Mm-hmm. So I would have, from what I have done, I would have legitimately made money by doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why am I incapable of this?
I don't know. Stocks too?
Oh, dude. Oh my God.
Shaun,
Oh my God.
it's just...
Stop.
Sean cannot hold on to anything. So this is it's so funny because this is one thing we are complete opposites on.
I bought Riot blockchain, over $1,000 worth of it at $1 a share, and it went to $78 a share, and I should go jump off a fucking cliff.
Yep. Anyways, so I just like holding on to things.
I had Bitcoin at $3,800.
I enjoy holding on to things. I love collections, and Sean does not. So as you see, we have a nice Lego collection behind me. I want a giant book collection, but Sean has not allowed that, so that I have been dwindling down. I have a giant candle collection. Like, I am just the type of person that, like, I know the things I like, and I stick with those things. I don't like to go outside of my comfort zone very much. I will every once in a while. So, like, snowboarding was a big thing for me, and surfing. Those were the two big things that I did that were, like, out of the norm for me. But, yeah, I love just getting somewhere and just staying. This house, though, I'm fine with getting rid of now because it is drove me crazy. It just, the faults are starting to add up too much. But yeah, that's like one thing that Shaun and I, like, we don't argue about it, but it is one thing that, like, has made us have to work together on, like, compromise a lot.
I need a new brain.
Stocks, like, literally, Shaun looks at stocks constantly and, like, freaks out. I put my money in it, and I don't open my app and just ignore it.
I need Jesus.
You need just more mental strength, dude.
I know. It's so tough.
Yeah, so that's one thing. I mean, I've been having to push myself to be okay with change and get out of my comfort zone. And Shaun has been trying to not change so much and get in a comfortable place.
Dude, it's so tough. It is so tough.
That's part of our Enneagram thing too, isn't it? As I'm an 8? No. We should redo that again. I forgot what I am.
Yeah, we should.
But I'm pretty sure that's toward part of our Enneagram. Is that I keep you consistent and you
keep you out of your comfort zone.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Because, okay, honestly, you have to get out of your comfort zone to grow.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But in order to be wildly successful, you have to learn how to be able to get out of your comfort zone to grow within your specific field. And that's what fucks me up.
Because for a while, like, Shaun was starting so many different businesses because he didn't know what he wanted to do.
Dude, I think I've started like 7 businesses in 4 years.
Yep. So that's why right now we're trying to really focus in on the 2 that we have. So Tutors of Life, so doing the podcast and blogs, and then Shaun flipping houses. And just trying to see where those 2 can take us so we can actually focus in on it more. Because, like, Shaun and Kyle tried flipping cars, but neither of them were, like, fully invested in it because they both had their full-time jobs. Shaun also tried snow plowing. But once again, that one's really hard if it's not your full-time job.
Fuck, dude, that sucked ass.
The metal shop.
Yeah, metal fabrication shop.
But that one was hard because Shaun was just, like, the investor in it. He wasn't the one who could make anything. Yeah, there's been a lot of different things. And it's just because that's how Shaun's mind works. So here I am trying to force him to just do the 2 that we have.
Yep. Which is necessary. I need that. And then, like, My hobby then would be crypto investing and
snowboarding. You're talking about like making money wise hobbies.
What's it making money?
I wouldn't call those hobbies.
I like doing it more than anything else. What do you call that? A hobby. I need help. Yeah, guys, don't take any tutor advice from me. What am I talking about? JK, I can tell you my flaws that I know to help you become successful.
Because, I mean, you have been doing well at working with or against your flaws to become successful.
Yep.
One thing we've never struggled with, like spending money. Shaun and I are very frugal people.
Except on cars, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even on cars, I'm reasonable with what I'm buying.
Right. And most of the time you make money off of it.
Yeah.
But, like, we don't, like, we buy stuff that, like, go with the collections that we have. But otherwise, like, we buy stuff and use it until it breaks. Which we just had to get a whole bunch of new, like, Pyrex containers because we had Anchor before and they all kept cracking and chipping, so we just had to get rid of them and get Pyrex. But yeah, I mean, like, if we spend money, it's for, like, a valid reason.
Yes. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, one thing we never struggled with. Thank God.
Right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, dude, it's tough, man. It's tough out here. It's tough.
How do you feel that knowing your biggest struggle, what if your mind is just so used to change because you, like, flip through social media? So it's a constant change. So what if once you stop going, like, being on social media or your phone, you don't care for change as much? Right? Because maybe your brain just needs that constant, like, oxytocin boost from change.
The dopamine rush.
Dopamine rush, yeah. So what if once we get you to not use your phone as much, you won't be so into change?
That's possible.
Because you're happy with change.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. That shit, that gets me all messed up.
But yeah, I don't know. Procrastination and our phones are honestly just our biggest struggles. And now we kind of worked through of how we're going to fix it. And we'll kind of keep you updated throughout. We'll probably do a couple updates on our 12-week year just so we are actually doing it. Because, I mean, Shaun and I keep each other accountable okay-ish. But now that we have the podcast and everything, it helps us really stay focused and keep up with our tasks. Because all of you are paying attention.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how the 12-week year goes, and maybe it'll help Shaun and I fix our phone addictions and our procrastination.
Absolutely.
Any other struggles you can think of?
Boy, those are the big ones.
We had a lot of struggles, but we're now realizing it all stems from our phones.
I think, so we had a lot of struggles, right? And we are finding the root cause.
Yep.
And that's good because now if we can eliminate that, we can grow, and that will pretty much solve so many of the other things.
Yep. Yeah, so we did have a list for you guys, but once we got into the phone conversation, we realized that they were not the actual struggles.
Yep, the actual struggle is the phone.
Yep. So, I mean,
do you think that could really be part of my change issue, though?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
I don't know.
Right? Because, like, you're constantly getting a change by flipping through videos or flipping through
Dude,
posts.
I tell you what, when I'm on fucking Instagram and I'm seeing like the van life shit and like cars and shit like that, that fucks up my brain.
Yeah. And then...
Because I'm like, oh man, I should be traveling more. I should get a van.
I should go do this. I want to do that. Because that's how you constantly are. You're like, we need to go do this. We need to go do that. And I'm just like, how are we supposed to do all of this all at one time?
That's a really good question. What if I could just figure out a couple things I like doing and just do that?
That's what I've been trying to get you to do.
I could not imagine.
And then, because you have to think, let's say you're on Instagram and you don't like what you're seeing on Instagram, then you can go to Facebook.
Yeah.
And when you go on Facebook, then you go on Marketplace, so then you see houses, you see
Dude,
trucks.
Marketplace sucks ass. Mm-hmm. I see shit on there, and I'm like, oh, that'd be cool to have. I should get that.
So are you going to get mad at me when I yell at you to get off your phone every time?
No, just 90% of the time.
Cool. I'm gonna get him off of it, guys. What's going to happen?
Damn, dude, this is wild.
I think now that you know that it might be the root cause of all your issues, you might actually try more.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, okay, yeah, cool. Yep, I'm good here. We can go in circles on this all day long, but I'm good.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of Tutors of Life.
I hope you all have epiphanies, just like we just did with our issues.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
See ya.